Done. Just wanted to get down. Go to lunch. We turn back on them. One from bro, he got this kid from jail. Other case. He turned around to get his own blood, brother.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Brandy. How are you?
All right, how you doing?
Pretty good. All right.
You want it sideways?
Yeah, you can do sideways, please. All right, perfect. All right, everybody, this is Brandy from WNRV and Midwest Monsters Radio on Dash Radio. I am here with Adam Pac-Man Jones. How are you today?
You smell me? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. So starting off, we have to talk about your success with sports. I see in high school you did multiple sports, track, football, you won 2 basketball championships. So how did you know football was a sport you wanted to do and then go to West Virginia for college ball?
With my coach shattered my dreams. I had big offers in basketball too, but he was like, "It's only one Allen Iverson." And I had so many offers in football. I only had Georgia and Auburn in basketball. He's like, "Man, you better go play football." So I ended up going to play football. Me and Coach Rod hit it off pretty good, and that's how I ended up in West Virginia. I was actually committed to Georgia Tech, and changed on signing day to West Virginia.
So for people who don't know, tell them how the name Pac-Man came about for you.
When I was youngin, I used to get hungry. I used to do my mouth like, and my mom just called me that, and it stuck with me for my whole life.
So then in college, you opted to forego your senior year to go to the NFL draft. You're one of the highest drafted players out of West Virginia. So thinking back, how was that moment getting drafted 6th overall?
Oh, it was an unbelievable feeling. I changed my whole entire life. Football opened up a lot of doors for other things that I enjoy doing. But yeah, that night was a hell of a night. I thought I would go a little higher, but I ended up being sick, so it wasn't that bad.
So what was your favorite thing of your time during your time playing in the NFL?
Um, I don't know favorite, but I would say some of the top times was 2015 year when we was undefeated, the first 9, 10 games. We had a good year that year. I think that was my all-pro year. That was probably one of the most exciting times I've had. Would say playing football, but a lot of plays. I can pick a whole bunch of plays, like the 83-yard punt return I had against Philly that night was probably one of the most memorable moments that I could remember.
So now kind of the opposite of that, what would you say is one of the biggest things you learned while playing?
I would say that when we lost to Pittsburgh, that was a real eye opener. How the game can just switch that quick or making dumbass mistakes. But I would say the Pittsburgh game.
So now you're kind of on the opposite side talking on sports. You have your own show running it back and then doing Pat McAfee's your undercover dog segment. So how is it now talking about sports instead of playing?
Oh, I love it. I enjoy dialing in and doing my homework. I'm a big film guy anyway, so it's pretty good. I love doing it, especially with Pat and the boys. Me and Zach have a good relationship. Our show is really good with betonline.ag. Matter of fact, if you bet online right now and use the promo code PNZ, if you bet 500, I'll give you 250 free play. If you bet 200, I'll give you 100 free play. If you bet 1,000, I'll give you 500 free play. If you bet 2,000, I'll give you 1,000 free play. So yeah, y'all use that promo code PNZ on betonline.ag.
That sounds like a good deal to me. They better go do that. So
Smell me?
now it's life after football. What made you want to transition to over the music side?
I've always been into the music. And when I was playing football, the shield don't allow you to do so much stuff. So now that football is over, I could really dial in and talk about some of the things that I've been through. and seen and went through. So it's a little easier for me because I've been doing this for a while. I just haven't had a chance to really debut or let everybody see what I'm doing. But now um, it's for the world. They need to hear it. It's really good too.
So you dropped your new single today. So you got the t-shirt on, Ferrari kit. So how
You
did
know what I
you
mean?
come up with that title of the song, and what was the inspiration behind this song?
Ferrari kid. Basically, I'm talking about myself. Like my everyday life is a Ferrari kid. The way I walk around is like a Ferrari kid, and when I'm preferring saying Ferrari kid, I mean tough, fast, physical, durable. That's how I came over Ferrari kid. I know some people thought I was talking about the car, but I was more
Right.
in talking about myself as I'm a Ferrari kid.
So you do have the music video for the song, and it was shot in TQL Stadium in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
FC. So obviously, spent a lot of years in Cincy, but what made you want to use that location in the video?
I love TQL. I love our soccer team. I'm actually really good friends with the owner of the soccer team. Um, Shout out to Jeff. He gave me the stadium all to myself at last minute. But I'm thankful, man. The relationships that I've built around Cincinnati, that's why I won't leave. It's a lot of great people there that seen me mature and grow through my time of being in Cincinnati.
So I seen you also did some producing on this song. Is that something you're going to continue doing and producing? And how is it being on that side of music besides, doing the song?
We can pretty much do. I pretty much do everything besides make a beat. Anything else I can pretty much do. And we have a collective group of guys that we work together and make beats up under the label. But like I like to draw a picture, and if you can't draw a picture, if you come in halfway with the picture, you got to start it from the bottom. So we just work hard and push each other and compete against each other. You know what I mean? And hold everybody to a high standard.
So I gotta ask, we usually ask a lot of artists of this. What is your studio vibe like when you're in the studio?
Oh, see, it depends on which studio. Like my studio at home is more of a chill vibe,
Hmm.
bongs everywhere, vapes everywhere, weed everywhere. High, high as you can possibly fucking get with smoking weed. That's my vibes. Um, I'm a easygoing guy, but like if I'm working, sometimes I get up in the morning and smoke one and go straight to the studio. Like I'm not one of those guys that like to go to the studio all night. I like get in and out. Hey man, boom boom boom, like this. All right, let's go. Um, and I don't write nothing down. Nothing.
Straight freestyle. So you talk about the weed, and you do have Pat Got the Pack with your own strain. So what made you want to get into that side of business?
I've always been high with cannabis. Um, the first time I said it, once I get me some money and I can get up, jump over in there, I'm gonna jump over in there. But I'm big in mental health too. I think cannabis can help a lot of things when it comes to mental health. Shout out to Burner and Burner Retrust, Cookies the Game. And then in Ohio, I have King City Garden in Ohio. Shout out to King City Garden. So yeah, man, I just think this is the new wave. I read a thing not too long ago in Forbes that they expect, oh, we went in Forbes, it was in Ohio. They expect the weed industry to make up to $71 billion
Mm-hmm.
in the next 3 years of it being recreational. So it's a good time to be in that space if you got a good group of people around you.
Yeah. So also, some people don't know about you is your teammate, Chris Henry. You did go ahead and adopt his son. So what is that family dynamic like? And now, helping his two sons play football.
It's been good, man. Actually, man, just went to California to go and play with Modern Day. So I think I've done what's the word? I've tuned it up. You know what I mean? You know how
Mhm.
you tune up a car, and so now it's time for them to go out and flourish. But I think we're moving him from Cincinnati to California to go and play with Modern Day, which is the #1 team in the country. I think it'll be a good experience for him, and he's there. I think we've tuned the car up enough that he can go out and play at a high level.
That's awesome. So what is one thing you'd say that you carried over or learned from the football field that you're using now with your music?
Hard work. Don't nothing come without working. People think that this should come overnight. Don't come overnight. You gotta put the work in. Nothing happen overnight.
Perfect. All right, that's everything I have. Before you go, let everybody know where they could check out the song, follow you on socials, and also listen to the sports shows you do and everything like that.
Yeah, this is the real Pac-Man Jones. You can find me on any platform with music up under the real Pac-Man Jones. Social media is real Pac-Man 24 on all platforms. Yeah, smell me. Ferrari Kid out right now.
All right, this was Brandy with WNRV on Midwest Monsters Radio and Dash Radio. This was with Adam Pac-Man Jones. We'll talk to you guys next time.